So I'm going to be talking to you about plagiarism today. What is it? What are some examples? It's taking someone else's work and using it as your own. Some examples are buying, stealing, borrowing, paying someone to write your paper for you, copying large sections whether or not you cite them, taking images from the internet, videos, music, or even yourself. Why does it matter? Because of academic integrity. Any college you go to will have academic integrity. And if you are caught plagiarizing, you definitely will face consequences. You can face academic probation, suspension, dismissal, or failure of the course. And of course, that is up to the university as to what discipline you'll be facing. It is also unethical and can have serious consequences for your future career. So, how do you plagiarize? Failure to place quotation marks around someone's exact words. Directly rephrasing or paraphrasing while still following the general format of the original text. So, if you're still using the same sentence structure as the author, you are plagiarizing. Failure to issue the proper citation to one's source material. And this is the one I was talking about, plagiarizing yourself. Resubmitting work you've already turned in and received a grade for. So, if you did a paper back in high school about how the brain works, and you notice that you're going over that in your psych class in college and get to write a paper about it, you cannot use the paper you wrote back in high school and turn it in for your college work, because that is plagiarism. Whether the professor realizes or not, you are plagiarizing yourself, and that is not allowed. And if you do, you must cite yourself. And then using a large chunk of text, whether you cite it or not. The reason why you're writing a paper is so the professor can hear from you. You're not writing the paper to show the professor, hey, this is what this author wrote. I like it. Here it is. No. If you're going to use a large chunk of text, you better write a large chunk about why you chose it, what relation it has to what you're talking about, things like that. If it is most of your paper, it takes up most of your paper. That is plagiarism. So how can you avoid it? You can properly quote and paraphrase, so taking what the author wrote and making it into your own words and sentence structure. Properly citing sources, whether you be citing it through MLA, Chicago, APA, anything like that. Reading and note-taking. If you read the text and take notes on it in your own words, and then when you go to actually write your paper, you can paraphrase what you wrote, and it definitely helps. But make sure you are citing anything you did take. So what is a works cited page? It's a page where you list all the sources you use in alphabetical order with all the page numbers in which you took quotes from the book. I believe that's what it is. Because I remember in high school, anytime I took quotes from certain pages, I would have to cite the pages that I took the quotes from in my works cited page. And then what is a working bibliography? It's a page where you list all the sources you gather to read through for your paper. So it's similar in a way to the works cited page because it's also in alphabetical order, but it is just a page of sources that you plan to go through, see if any of them can relate to your research topic or any that you like. And if you find that you only like 5 out of the 20 sources you found, you can always go back and get more because it's not permanent. And there's my works cited page. I did take some pictures from Bing through PowerPoint, and some of them said that their authors were unknown. So I apologize for not citing them. But they are not my pictures, nor do I intend to pass them off as my own. They're just there to make the slides and stuff look pretty.